Republican side of the aisle, I had representation that did bring us to court when we adopted the map, and the courts upheld not only the process but the decision.
As I remember correctly, that map and the decision has been in existence for the last decade because it was deemed proper.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to move on to the calendar.
I'm sorry, Mr. Schmidt, may I make a comment?
Mr. Troiano.
Thank you. Mr. Brewington, I want to thank you for that, how you started this presentation this morning in a very intellectual fashion, but also in a very calm demeanor, in which you brought forth some of the aspects of righteousness and also law and the Voting Rights Act. I've been distressed over the past 20 minutes or so, or 30 minutes even, that my comrades, my colleagues here, have gotten into bickering over Democratic-Republican party lines, have gotten into fights over process, which I think misses the issue. And I'd like to make an appeal to my Republican colleagues. I am a proud Democrat. I am proud of the accomplishments the Democratic Party has made along human rights and voting rights laws and movements. But you too have a proud history with respect to human rights. You are the party of Lincoln. It was with your help that the Voting Rights Act was passed over the objections of Dixiecrats, Southern Democrats who rose en masse to vote against the voting rights law. We could not have accomplished that without the help of our Republican friends on that side of the aisle. You do an injustice, however, to the memory of Martin Luther King, LBJ, Abraham Lincoln, when you boil this down to being nothing more than Democrat-Republican politics, because it is much, much, much more than that. You do an injustice to the nearly 200 people who spoke for 10 hours last Monday about the violation that this plan does to their voting rights and to their civil rights. When you say that this is nothing more than Democratic-Republican politics, when Mr. Schmidt thinks that all of you are goaded into coming in here by some Democratic email, he is missing the point and doesn't understand you. Sat in here respectfully and calmly listening to your neighbors as they came bravely to the podium and faced bullying. Not because this is a Democrat-Republican issue. In fact, you may recall, my colleagues on that side of the aisle, that a number of people came to the aisle and said, I am a proud Republican, as proud of being Republican as I am of being a Democrat. I make an appeal to you. This is a function of what is right, of righteousness, and to not offend the Voting Rights Act, and which so many of us joined together to make sure it got passed some 50 years ago. Thank you.